Dun 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 dun. Dear Ornstein, I'm sorry that that man is your partner. Let me be honest. He really kills me a lot. Welcome to Dark Souls. This is Dark Souls. I have a crossbow now. And I was thinking about it. You guys. And sure, we may get a bonus damage on Ornstein, no, Smough, with the crossbow. But I still don't know that he's necessarily the best one to target. Because he's always in the behind. He has a hammer that blocks the shots. And also importantly, I am much less used to fighting the upgraded version of Ornstein at the end. I shouldn't have much problem with Smough solo. I've done that a lot of times. Ornstein solo I've only done once, and it was a very long time ago, so I may just still focus down Ornstein, even though it may take a little longer. I think it might be safer, and it might not even take a little longer, because we're going to be able to hit him more often, so that's my thoughts. No. Uh-oh. If I die because of that, it's still worth it. Fuck you. I think a no bonfire run would be much, much harder to do in Dark Souls 2. Just because of the way that the game is built, the runs are going to be a lot longer. That said, I don't know. It might be helpful, the thing where, stuff starts to despawn. It probably would be worthwhile in that one if you were redoing a run a lot of times to kill everything along the way. But it would still have really long runs. In this game, you're never really more... I think it's possible that Ornstein and Smough are the longest run to get any major boss in this game. And it's, like 6 minutes? Which is a lot of time on a run when you're doing a bunch of them, but... I'd be willing to bet in Dark Souls 2 it's a lot more minutes than that. Oh, I'm gonna... Devastating. Dark Souls 3, I have no idea. I'm pretty disengaged with Dark Souls 3. It's my least favorite. One, some of the changes to mechanics annoy me because they don't go well with my play style. Because I rely on having a big axe, but not a mega big axe. But I rely on poise working the way that it does to stagger people, because I'm impatient and I don't want to wait. I want to get the first hit. Dark Souls 3, for whatever reason, with the battle axe and the way poise works, you cannot really stagger anybody. And I'm just like, I want to use my fucking axe. Let me use it. I could try it again with a different playstyle, but that made me upset. I do think that Dark Souls 3 has the best theme song. The theme music to Dark Souls 3 is one of my favorite compositions of music in video games. I think it's a really beautiful and dynamic piece of music. And I will often sit and listen to it for a while when I'm in the title screen in that game. It was really cool when that game came out. I was a big Dark Souls fan by that point. But in retrospect, it's just not. It's just my least favorite of the Dark Souls. That's just the way you're gonna cook it. Okay, boys. I don't like the way it is. Man, that's like a third of the damage it does to his big buddy. Huh? How about that? But I'm able to get it pretty consistently compared to Smaugul. But you see that? That's what I'm talking about, FPS. See, that's a perfect dodge. That's exactly the dodge you want to get on that hammer, is thread the needle between his body and the hammer. Stop doing that attack, bro. Damn. Damn, bro. Okay, well, we're still playing video games. Yeah, okay. It's okay. I was just getting warmed up. I am gonna look something up. Okay, whatever. I think I might want to go get the wolf ring for poise if they keep fucking me up. But I don't know. I don't think it's worth it right now because it does look like it's going to be a little bit of a pain to go get. But I do want to fight Havel at some point and give him some what for. I'm pretty good at Havel by dodging and like getting the backstabs in, but I want to give him a try with some parries. Because I'm feeling good about my parrying abilities. And Havel will, it's just a fun fight because he will absolutely 1000% at this HP level with this amount of armor one-shot me. I just respect them. When I first played Dark Souls 2, which was the first Dark Souls that I played all the way through, Havel's armor was my armor of choice. I didn't even know about Havel from this game. I didn't know what he was. I knew I liked Havel's ring and all of his armor because the ring helped me wear all the armor. And then it turns out he was a whole ass guy. Can you imagine my surprise? So anyways, that reminds me, I held back the best scene from The Stupids, starring Tom Arnold as Stanley Stupid. So there was a scene, if you recall from the last video, the plot of the movie is that Stanley Stupid, played by Tom Arnold, believes that his garbage is being stolen. So he follows a garbage truck to the dump, and he comes across some, like, you know, secret arms deal or something. The plot of the movie is some clandestine BS like that. And so Stanley is he's gonna stake it out, and he's gonna watch to try to get his garbage back. And he decides that he's gonna disguise himself as a bush. Okay, that's what he's gonna just hide as a bush. So he gets in and he gets sticks and leaves on him, and he's like a little bush guy. And he's like, okay, I gotta get into the mindset of a bush. He's like, think like a bush, so he can perfect his disguise, you know, that type of thing, if you can imagine. So, anyway, he's getting into it. He's thinking like Bush really hard, and he's like, oh, you know, I'm a Bush. Look, it's, oh, the light, sunlight. I'm photosynthesizing. It's great. I'm in the air, and I love the air. I'm just a bush. And then he's like, but wait. Wait. I am a talking bush. I'm the first bush that could ever talk. That's incredible. And then he looks down, and he's like, I have arms. I am a bush with arms. And then he's like, I have a bush with arms and legs. And then, like, he thinks that he's so inhabited the role of a bush. You see that he is shocked to be a bush with human features is the joke. By Stanley Stupid, played by Tom Arnold. And I know that doesn't sound like it was funny, but I think it was kind of funny. Because, you know, it was just that movie, when you're a little kid and you go down to the rental store, you go to Van's Video. I know one person watching this is like, yeah, buddy. So anyways, you go to the rental store, and you're a little kid, so you're dumb, so you rent the same thing over and over. Anyways, that was me with the Stupids. That was a persistent rental. I don't think I owned it until I was actually, like, 25 years old. But I rented it many times to learn about the Lloyd and learn about the man bush. Shut up. And to learn about the police kidnapping the children and the fatal error in Drive B and how he was his own grandpa. And that's basically the movie. You really don't have to see it now, because you've gotten the crystal clear synopsis of it from me. You remember the movie Monkey Trouble? This little girl got a capuchin monkey as a pet, and it was causing, as you can surely imagine, all kinds of shenanigans. A capuchin monkey in a small town. And one time she said a capuchin, and then the librarian was like, aren't you too young to be drinking those? Because she thought it meant cappuccino. Because there was a time when we thought maybe that children shouldn't be imbibing massive amounts of caffeine and sugar at all moments. Oh, I'm sorry. I feel bad about that one. That went badly. That's just... Okay, I got pizza coming in like an hour, guys, so... Let's get this over with. Let's get this over with. My favorite pizza, and the pizza I have coming, contains spinach, bacon, and onions. I think that's a pretty good pizza. Maybe you disagree. Maybe you like plain cheese, the Kevin McAllister special. Maybe you like pepperoni. I do like pepperoni. But at this one particular restaurant, it's that bacon and spinach and onion. That does it for me, because you get the salty from the bacon. You get the spinach flavor from the spinach. And then there's also onions. What more do you need? I think that the proper pizza, this is my pizza theory, everybody, is that if you're getting multiple toppings on a pizza, the proper ratio is 1 meat and 2 veggies. Obviously, there's exceptions to the rule, but like, for instance, ham and pineapple, which counts as a veggie in this case, and and jalapeno. Goes great. The trick is you don't want to overdo the toppings. Seen that meme that's, what's his name, the police officer's kid from The Simpsons. Wiggum, Ralph Wiggum, and he's like chuckles, haha, I'm in danger. That is how I feel at this moment in this video game. What you may not know about that meme is it is actually from a crossover episode of The Simpsons and Family Guy. That's what that meme is from. Pretty sure that Peter Griffin was driving the school bus that Ralph Wiggum was on at the moment. So that's the high quality of art. We all knew it would happen eventually. The Simpsons and Family Guy, Ralph Wiggum. And you got an iconic Simpsons meme out of it, out of this bullshit, stupid episode. So what are you gonna do? Sometimes life is like that, I guess. Sometimes life is like that. Write that on my grave. Alvy. Sometimes life is like when a bullshit crossover episode of a sitcom produces an iconic meme. 1988 until 2024. Died of run over by a Tesla Cybertruck. Exploded into pieces instantly. Cybertruck was going 5 miles an hour. Put all that on my tombstone, please. In the white room with black curtains on the station. Hey, Eric Clapton's a real asshole, huh? Fucking, I did it. I did it. Celebrate, celebrate, celebration, celebrate good times. Come on. Da 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 da. Woohoo! Da 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 da. Mamma mia. You know what's cool, you guys, is that I thought I was flat out broke till payday. I thought I had $0, and I was like, is my car even going to be able to make it with the gas I have? But guess what? I found like $45 just sitting there. It was a stack of $1 bills that I had because of reasons that I'll let you speculate about. So I'm gonna make it to payday, and I had enough money to order a frickin' pizza, if you can believe that. Okay, thank you for being honest and coming to see me outright this time. Where is he? See, I let him... I let him out of my safe for too long. That's what happens when you do that. I know what it is. I haven't smoked my nightly drugs. Running very low on nightly drugs. Daily. Morningly. Could I pause this recording? Yeah, I could. Actually, I don't know. I should set a hotkey for that, huh? See you in a sec. Okay, check this out. I set up a pause hotkeys and keep unpausing it and unpause and unpause and unpause and unpause and repause and unpause and unpause and unpause and unpause and unpause. So that's something I can do now. See you in a minute. See, it wasn't a minute though for you, for or for me. I pressed it really quick. Okay. Okay, I have filled the hole in my pipe. Let's rock and roll. Don't stop thinking about tomorrow. Don't stop. It'll soon be here. It'll soon be here. There's something about tomorrow. Yesterday's gone. Yesterday's gone. Sucking on chili dogs. Sad to taste the freeze. Sucking on chili dogs. Sucking on my knees. Oh yeah. Chili dogs. Sucking on chili dogs. Sucking on them dogs. You guys remember Sonic the Hedgehog? And how in the cartoon, is one of his little features was he loved to eat a chili dog. And let's face it, folks, chili dogs are good as fuck. It's basically the deluxe glizzy. I would like one deluxe glizzy, please. And they're like, here's your chili dog. And you're like, thanks, I'm Sonic the Hedgehog, and I sound like Jaleel White. Did I do that? That was an impression. Did I do that? Oops, was it me? I'm Steven Urkels. Bazinga. Bazinga, I'm Urkel. Wilma, I'm Urkel. Remember that time that Urkel's uncle was like, I shot a kid. That was a dramatic episode of Urkel Matters. I wish Jaleel White the best. I hope that he is doing okay. If he sucks and he's bad now, then I wish him the worst. But if he's good or neutral, then I wish him no specific harm. Oh, you think Anne Orlando has any good, like, bakeries? Or, like, can I get a good chili dog anywhere down there? Is there a hair salon? Is there a... Why are the roofs so pointy? I would say that's an issue. See, that's an architectural issue here. That many pointy roofs everywhere is too many pointy roofs. Like, no actual city would ever look like this. It's pretty insane if you really think about it. Probably a lot of those buildings are copy and pasted. It's hard to tell because they're surely at different angles and stuff. But, like, if our architects were designing a new building for a town with that many pointy roofs, they would be like, okay, on this one, let's not do that. It's like a city, it's like Galactus wants to lie on a bed of nails. Reminds me of Hyrule Castle, really, is what it reminds me of in The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. And in the Smash Brothers, but this elevator. And in Smash Brothers. I like how these are like a little fleur-de-lis, but 3-de-lis. They're 3D-de-lis. 3-de-lis-de-lis. Fleur-de-lis, more like 4-de-lis. 3-de-lis, 4-de-lis. 4-de-lis, 3-d. De-lis. Fleur-de-lis. Fleur-de-lis is a rapper from Florida. And he has face tattoos, and he owns a snake, but doesn't take care of it well. I own a snake, and I take care of it well. And it's not because I'm edgy, or I'm a lower class white person, and I want to have a snake to be cool, because I think it's evil and mean. I like reptiles, and I'm probably like autism adjacent. That's how it is, huh? How we're starting her out, huh? I did it again. Oh, that was lucky. And by rights, I should be dead. Because I failed the main thing, which is never let an uncle out of your sight for even a second. I keep that in mind, and family Thanksgivings will go much smoother. See, that one I got out on iframes. I dodged the wrong way, but sometimes you dodge really quick. Now the problem with this big swooperoni, yep, I did a dumb. I backed myself into a corner. What I was gonna say is this really big swoop that he comes like up and like underhand. The problem is you can't really dodge that with iframes, because if you move with it, your iframes like don't last as long as the hurt box from the attack does. So, if you dodge in the wrong directions, iframes or not, he's still gonna get you. Whereas, if you dodge just right between his swing and him, like by going forward and right, you can avoid that attack without having to rely on iframes. But, also, half the time, then you have Ornstein waiting there to capitalize on your fuck-up. Well, no, it wasn't even a fuck-up. I'm sorry. You dodged correctly. You dodged forward through the attack, but Ornstein is waiting there for you, and he attacks at the wrong moment, and can do everything right, but that's why it's kind of, I mean, you can still kind of avoid that with savvy dodging, but it's much harder. You can probably avoid it with good positioning. But let's face it, there's moments where you're just not in position. I'm tempted to just go back to melee. I feel like I'm more focused when I'm attacking a melee. I feel like the disconnect of trying to peg them with this thing maybe not conducive. The problem is, I can say, oh, I want to test this new idea against these guys, and it takes me 6 fucking minutes to go execute it. So then by the time I've done the next 6-minute run, I have a different idea I want to try, and we can't get any good practice with any of the ideas, because fuck life, because humans are novelty seeking above all else. But let me tell you this, if humans are so novelty seeking, why am I playing the same game in my probably 7th or 8th run at this point? Probably not 7 or 8 complete runs, but I would say I've put honest effort at this game around that many times between the remaster and the original on PC, and I played it on Switch. I think that's all. I probably have some combined hours in it. Oh, my friend wants to watch Star Wars with me, so... And it's been 30 minutes. I guess we'll call this a video. I'm sorry it wasn't a really good one, but you got to learn about the man bush from The Stupid, starring Tom Arnold. And next run is going to start all the way here. We're not going to have to run all the way from Firelink Shrine. We'll start. You know what I'm going to even do? I'm going to go to the bottom of the elevator so we can start fresh and happy. And that's what you need when you gotta go to Thanksgiving and talk to your uncles. Because one of them's gonna bring up fucking Trump, and you know the other one's gonna try to sell you a MyPillow. Let me tell you, I owned a MyPillow, and it was the worst pillow I ever owned. There's a concept to it that is shredded memory foam, and I have had good shredded memory foam pillows, but not the fucking MyPillow. Not that at all. And the scam is, the MyPillow, they're like, oh, we will do a survey of you to get the exact firmness that you need. But if you buy a normal shredded memory foam pillow, it comes overstuffed with foam. And you just remove foam until it's to the desired comfortability. Like, MyPillow is like, here's your specific prescription. But normal ones are just like, okay, just... here's a pillow that will work for your desired firmness, but you can do it yourself. And they're like half the price, if not like a third or a quarter of the price. Anyways, that is my... I don't even use one of these pillows. I don't know why I'm endorsing it. I just had one at one point. But anyways, have a good Dark Souls, or whatever you're doing, which probably isn't Dark Souls. I was gonna hit the quick game button, but I need to hit the stop stream button. Goodbye.